Hi, we are Jason and Lori, and after 30 years of marriage and dreaming of owning some land in the forest, last September we finally did it. This is our adventure. So when we got up there this spring, it was so wet from all the snow that we have gotten, and it has just rained and rained and rained every day. We really want to get in there to work, and now that it's summer, we really want to get in to work, but it's still really wet. So we decided to take the planks left over from the sawmill and build us a little road so that we could at least get across the wet and up to where it's higher and be able to take some of our stuff in. So we were a little unsure if this was actually going to work, but it actually worked. All right, see that little shed at the top of the hill there? That is our sawmill shed. We bought a sawmill last year so we could mill the wood from our land, and that shed is what we built over the top of the sawmill to protect it. We got this corrugated metal during the fall, or this past winter, and we've been anxious to get it up to the land so that we can put it on the roof up there. Oops. It has been such a cool spring and summer this year that our quaking aspen trees still haven't leafed out completely. It is the middle of June and look at the little teeny leaves on these trees. It is crazy. We hope it warms up here pretty soon. This is how we left the sawmill shed at the end of the season last year. So we didn't finish the roof completely. We just had one part finished so that it covered up the main part of the sawmill. So one thing that's cool about our property is that there is a lot of burnt wood. There's these burnt timbers because a cabin had sort of been started. And so there's these burnt beams that we have been able to cut down and reuse. The wood under this burnt part is actually really good wood. And so we just cut it down till we get to some good wood and then we use it. So we have milled all the wood that we have used to build the sawmill shed. So it takes us some time, but we're doing it all ourselves, and that's the part that we love. So we were just sawing along, cruising along, getting a lot of wood cut, and bam, we broke a saw blade. It's the first time that we broke a saw blade, but we were like, oh well, we had more at home, but we didn't bring them to the land with us. So we were done milling the wood, but we felt like we had done enough to complete our project. All right, this video is proof that I do actually work and I do enjoy using the power tools. I don't always just sit and watch my husband, although that is one of my favorite things to do, but I do also help out. So at the beginning, I did quite a few wrong cuts, and it was very frustrating because we don't have a lot of wood to spare, and so I was very frustrated. So when we finally got back to doing it, and I was determined not to make any more wrong cuts, and I did pretty good. I did have to say the measurements out loud probably 3, 4, 5 times, but I stopped making wrong cuts. And we're happy to say that we had enough wood to finish the rafters even after breaking the sawmill blade. So we're happy that it turned out and that all is well. And at the end of the day, my husband and I decided that we needed to take a little four-wheeler ride up and around in the forest. It was a beautiful Saturday. So stick around all summer as we work on this land and make it our own.